Hey everybody, and welcome to Trinity Baptist College for the volleyball game between the Trinity Baptist College Eagles and the Edward Waters College Tigers. If everyone would please stand, first we'd like to observe a moment of silence in honor of the fallen soldiers in Afghanistan. Please remain standing for the prayer and for the singing of the national anthem. Dear God, thank you so much for all the blessings and the freedoms that we are blessed with in this country. We pray that you would bring peace and healing to the families of these soldiers that have died. And I pray for all the soldiers all around the world in our military that you would keep them safe and that you would bring us to terms with everything that they've seen. I pray for the game today, that each team would play their hardest, their best, with good sportsmanship, and that no one would get hurt. In your name I pray. Amen.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Baptist College, the home of the Eagles. We are ready for our season opener as the Eagles are taking on the Tigers from Edward Waters, not college, but now Edward Waters University, new members of the NCAA Division II ranks against the TBC Eagles, members of the National Christian College Athletic Association Division II. Hello again, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau, and Dean Bureau is back on camera here for a brand new season of Trinity Baptist College Athletics. Women's soccer is also in action this afternoon down in Kissimmee, taking on the Suns from the Johnson University of Florida. And we'll try to keep up with that game that begins at 2 p.m. throughout the afternoon. This is a first of three here in a tri-match between the Eagles and the Tigers, and also coming the Warriors of Weber International University. That game, women's volleyball, and the first point of the ball game is scored by Ariel De Souza, junior from Sao Paulo, Brazil. And it's 1-0 Edward Waters. That was Souza serving for the Edward Waters Tigers, and that shot just a little bit past the line, so the point goes over to the Tigers, and it's 2-0. Women's soccer defeated Johnson University of Florida here in Jacksonville last weekend, 9-0. Victoria Fonseca had a hat trick, as did Maddie De Silva. Eagles also got 3 more goals in that big win, and they're going to play the Suns again in about an hour. And there's a kill, and that goes to Salvi Amparo Smith, who is a freshman from Santo Domingo of the Dominican Republic. And it's a quick 3-0 lead for the Tigers. Shout out to Josh Jackson, who's getting ready for Edward Waters University football. Hello, Josh. You know you'll check in on the volleyball action every chance you get. 3-0 Tigers, in case you're just joining us. A lot of new faces on the TBC Eagles. We'll try to get you those names as we get an opportunity. That one is out of bounds off an Eagles defender, and the first 4 points go to the Tigers. If I saw that correctly, Andrea Diaz-Merced gets the point for Edward Waters. Ariel De Souza still serving. 4-0. Kalyn Pointer, one of our returning players, with the bump. She wears 28, and Morgan Wells hits that one a little bit too strong. 5-0 in favor of the Tigers. Morgan Wells wearing number 99. She's the libero. She is from Homestead, Florida. And while we have a timeout, let's go ahead and let you know who the Eagles are for this 2021 season. Trinity Sneed, who has played basketball and soccer here at TBC. She's number 3. Number 4 is Hannah Hewling. Number 6 is Chloe Phillips. Number 7 is Millennia Bennett. Number 8, Chloe Johnson, a returning player. Number 11 is Brittany Fry, whom we met on the softball field last spring. Number 12 is Morgan Houghton. Number 13, Rachel Crisichello. Number 14 is Katie Gooden, a returning player, as is Maggie Burkholzer. And we'll finish off the remainder of the TBC Eagles roster at the next opportunity. Meanwhile, Ariel De Souza serving with the Tigers leading 5-0 in set number 1. Ingram with the tap over. Kill attempt off of Wells, and a point for the Tigers. Salvi Amparo Smith gets that point for the Edward Waters University Tigers. It's 6-0. Pointer down to her knees, keeping the ball off the floor. Wells with the return, but out of bounds. And it is 7-0. So Tigers get out to a very quick lead. De Souza with the serve. That one is off the net and off Kalyn Pointer. And an 8-0 lead for Edward Waters. Ariel De Souza, 5'10" junior. Sao Paulo, Brazil, has also played for Bethel University. Good serve, dug off the court by Gooden. And the Eagles are on the board. Gina Ingram knocks this one down to the floor. Eagles get their first point. It is 8-1. Maggie Burkholzer, a junior from here in Jacksonville, Florida, setters her position. This is her third season on the TBC Eagles volleyball team. We'll see her on the softball field later on as well. Coach Bennett talking things over with the scorers table and the officials on the far side of the court. Edward Waters got the first 8 points. Trinity just got on the board. It is 8-1. Grace Hardy wears number 33. Just saw her heading over to the corner of the seating area. She is a freshman from High Springs, Florida. Janice Foster from Tampa, Florida. Aria Qualley from Rollsville, North Carolina, rounding out the TBC Eagles roster here in 2021. That kill attempt goes over the net. It hit off the net, fell down onto the floor, and a point for the Tigers. 9-1, and now serving the libero for today's match, Kalyn Guillory. She is a junior from Houston, Texas. 9-1 in favor of the Tigers. Substitution for Trinity Baptist. Trinity Sneed onto the court, a junior from right here in Jacksonville. Edward Waters coming from downtown Jacksonville. First opponent of the season, and there is a kill attempt that was kept off the floor, but then the Eagles get the point. Gina Ingram getting it done at the net once again, and Ingram will head back to the server's line. She's a senior from Newberry, Florida, 5'11". Both an outside and a middle hitter, and that's Ingram with the serve, and an ace. Cuts the lead down to 9-3. Ingram gets the whistle. Line drive serve, but a little too strong and out of bounds. And double digits now for the Tigers. It is 10-3. Substitution for TBC. Morgan Hopman onto the court. Now serving for Edward Waters, Kristen Williams. There's a whistle. Kristen Williams, sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee, and a serve toward the sideline. Bumped up front by Wells and onto the floor, and that is a point for the Eagles. Morgan Wells wearing the libero jersey number 12, listed as 99 on the roster, but that's all right. She'll head out. Katie Gooden back onto the court for Trinity Baptist. Gooden also from here in Jacksonville. Sophomore in the classroom, freshman on the court. And with some of the younger players, they get that extra year of eligibility. That's a point for Edward Waters, who now leads this one 11-4. Hello, Coach Judy Allen. We can't wait to see you back on the basketball court as we have a serve to the back of the court, and the Eagles make the successful over-the-head return. Kill attempt for De Souza is good, and she finds the back of the court. Gives her team a 12-4 lead. Coach Judy Allen, the women's basketball head coach here at Trinity Baptist College, leading her Eagles to 2 consecutive Bible College NIT national champions. And she got her team into the NCCAA Division II National Championship Tournament last year as well. An ace from Salvi Amparo Smith makes it a 13-4 game for Edward Waters. Smith ready, and a serve. Hard line drive up into the rafters, but kept in play, and Wells makes the good return. That was Catherine Richards looking like she was going for the kill, but then found some open court right past the net. A gentle tap. And the freshman from Santo Domingo gets the point for the Tigers, who lead 14-4. Salvi Amparo Smith, also from Santo Domingo, the Dominican Republic. She gets the ace, and it's an 11-point lead for Edward Waters. (15-4), Tigers lead. And a good hard serve by Amparo Smith. That ace makes it a 16-4 game. Smith ready, well behind the server's line. Good hard jump serve. And return by Chloe Johnson. Gets a little help from the up front teammates, and that's going to be a double hit violation called against the Tigers, and the point goes to the TBC Eagles. 16-5, set number 1, in case you're just joining us. Edward Waters leads. Now serving is Chloe Johnson, a Jacksonville product, and her serve a little too strong. And 17-5, a 12-point lead for Edward Waters. Getting ready to serve for the Tigers, Catherine Richards. And she gets the whistle, and we are ready to resume. Richards with the serve. And right at Brittany Fry. Wells kill attempt, and a point for the Tigers. That one about an inch or so beyond the baseline. So the Tigers lead 18-5. Ball was very close. Had to wait for the official word. It was just out of bounds. So Richards ready, and the serve to the back of the court and out of bounds, and the Eagles get the point. My son Dean back on the camera for his 7th season that he and I have worked here for Coach John Jones, the athletic director. Dean now a senior at the University of North Florida. He also does some camera work for the UNF Ospreys on their ESPN Plus feed. Getting ready to serve will be freshman Ariel De Souza, 5'11" from Rollsville, North Carolina. Had a chance to say hello to our new Eagles volleyball players before the match began. Ingram gets it over the net and scores the point for the TBC Eagles. 18-7, Tigers lead. Crawley getting ready to serve. That one goes right into the net and back over to the Tigers who lead 19-7. Substitution now for Edward Waters. Heading onto the court, Adriana Jones. She'll give Kristen Williams a chance to catch her breath. Adriana Jones from Houston, Texas. The Tigers, no wins, 1 loss so far. They had a terrific 5-set match against College of Coastal Georgia on August 25th. They won the first set 32-30, and that went 5 before Coastal College won the 5th and final set 15-12. That one out of bounds. It is Tigers ball, and they are at the 20-point mark. First match of the season for the TBC Eagles. And that kill is good from Ariel De Souza, and it's 21-7. Andrea Diaz-Merced doing the serving for the Tigers. She is a senior from Garabo, Puerto Rico, product of Oakleaf High School in Orange Park, just a few miles south of Jacksonville. Back to connecting county called Clay. That one is out of bounds, and 22-7 is the lead for the Tigers. They are 3 points away from taking the first set. Substitution for Trinity Baptist. We'll get our first look at a freshman from Tampa, Florida by the name of Janice Foster. She wears number 32 and just came onto the court. Here's Andrea Diaz-Merced with the serve right off the net, and a good diving play by Crawley. Back up front, Foster with the return. Tap over the net. Ball still in play, but underneath the net. And the Tigers are now 2 points away from taking set number 1. Some good ball handling by both teams on that play, but the Tigers come away with the point. 23-7 is the score. Merced with the serve. Set up the pointer, and she bumps it over. Kill attempt. Foster up front with the block. Foster now with the return. From the middle of the court and getting the point is Salvi Amparo Smith. Set point for the Tigers, who are serving with a 24-7 lead. Andrea Diaz-Merced trying to serve up set point for Edward Waters. Ingram with the return and a nice play up front by De Souza. Kill attempt goes off pointer and Foster, and that'll do it for set number 1 as Edward Waters takes it 25-7. It's a 3-minute timeout, but before we go, reminder, we're going to bring you Edward Waters University against Weber International University at 3 p.m. So Tigers fans, you can return. We'll stop this feed at the conclusion of the match with TBC and start up a new one when both the Tigers and the Warriors are ready to take the court, so you can watch your team play again. And then at 5 p.m. this afternoon, it's TBC against Weber International in this Saturday afternoon tri-match. About 2.5 minutes till we resume. We're going to pause right here and be right back. Welcome back to Trinity Gymnasium on the campus of Trinity Baptist College. Edward Waters took set number 1, 25-7. Next week, TBC Eagles will play in the annual North-South tournament. That has been moved to Southeastern University in Lakeland, Florida. On Friday, September 10th, it's Trinity Baptist against Bob Jones University at 2 p.m. And then the TBC Eagles will take on Toccoa Falls College. Those are both NCCAA D2 South Region opponents, and both of those games are on September 10th, next Friday. Bob Jones at 2, Toccoa Falls at 6. Then on Saturday, September 11th, Trinity Baptist will play the host school Southeastern University in the NAIA Sun Conference. And then at 3 p.m., the Southeastern game at 1. And then at 3 p.m., it's the Eagles against the Suns of Johnson University of Florida at 3 next Saturday, the 11th. So that's the annual North-South tournament taking place at Southeastern University this year in Lakeland. For the Edward Waters University Tigers, they will next play, barring any cancellations, at Valdosta State. That'll be on Tuesday, September 7th, a 6 p.m. match. Then the Tigers travel to Florida Memorial University down in Miami Gardens. That'll be on Thursday, September 9th. And they will also take place in a tri-match on September 11th, home against Payne College from Fort Valley, Georgia, and against Fort Valley State, also at Fort Valley, Georgia. So Fort Valley State is hosting that tri-match. I just read that a moment ago. So those are some of your upcoming games for both the TBC Eagles and the Edward Waters Tigers. Set number 2, ready to begin. Edward Waters leads 1-0. 25-7 was the first score. Officials just checking over the starting lineups. The libero for the Tigers, wearing number 6 in the white jersey, is Anissa Guzman, a senior from Ridgeview High School in Orange Park, Florida. In Orange Park, Clay County borders Jacksonville on the southern end, on the west side of the St. Johns River. So Ridgeview High School, not far away from Trinity Baptist and Edward Waters College. Check that, Edward Waters University now. That's something we'll have to get used to saying. Serving now for the Tigers, Andrea Diaz-Merced. And a return effort by the Eagles. Gina Ingram a little too strong, and the Tigers on the board first here in set number 2. Head coach of the Edward Waters Tigers, Dr. Brandon Reeves, his first season leading Edward Waters. 1-0, and the serve off Ingram, bumped up in the air, but a double hit violation called against Carlin Pointer. So 2-0 Tigers. The SID of Edward Waters is Mr. Joshua C. Jackson, and the athletic director is Dr. Paul Bryant. Leah Bennett, the head coach of the TBC Eagles, her second time leading the Eagles on the volleyball court. That one off Wells, out of bounds, makes it a 3-0 game. Coach Bennett is assisted by Kaylee Perry in her second year out of Flagler College. Coach Bennett is a Florida State Seminole. The athletic director, Mr. John D. Jones. I am the new athletic director, assistant of sports communications, Ray Bureau, and our trainer today is Cassandra Stoll. Dean Bureau on camera, Reese Johnson working the on-screen scoreboard. That one too strong off the hand of Smith. So the Eagles are on the board. It's 3-1. Alicia Jones, a student assistant for Coach Bennett. She will be playing basketball and probably softball again this coming fall and then spring. Ball not in play yet. So we're going to redo the serve. Grace Hardy checks out. Chloe Johnson back onto the court for the Eagles. Maggie Burkholzer doing the serving. 3-1 in favor of the Tigers. And Tiger player into the net, Merced, and that's a point for Trinity, and it's 3-2. Burkholzer ready, gets the whistle, and a good low serve, but Well played in the middle of the court. A lot of action right there at the net. Gina Ingram's effort, though, goes wide. Official almost made a really nice play on that one. It's 4-2 Tigers. Ariel De Souza now serving for Edward Waters. And a nice big hit. Chloe Johnson scoring the point that pulls the Eagles to within one. It's 4-3. Brittany Fry in, Morgan Wells out. Gina Ingram back to serve. And that one is too strong and out of bounds. Caitlin Willis with the attempt, and that ties the score. Ingram ready to serve. Official says hold on just a moment, and now after talking across the court, that last point is going to be overturned and given to Edward Waters. Not sure of the reason, but that makes the score 5-3 in favor of the Tigers. Coach Bennett getting an explanation from the officials. So the substitution will be reversed. Morgan Wells back onto the court. Katie Gooden heads off. Kalyn Guillory gets the whistle. She's ready to serve for the Tigers. Sneed with the overhead return. Tapped over and well played in the middle of the court from Chloe Phillips. Burkhalter setting up Fry, and a double block at the net by two Tigers. Number 3 is Catherine Richards. Number 7 is Saldi Amparo Smith, and it's a 6-3 lead for the Tigers. Johnson with the kill on the point for the Eagles. Chloe Johnson, her second season with TBC. She is from Jacksonville. She is a middle blocker and just got a good hit to score the point for the Eagles. Trinity Sneed ready to serve for TBC. She's been a goalkeeper for women's soccer. She's also a dynamic basketball player and one of the many reasons women's basketball has been so successful in the last couple of seasons. Sneed with a good return from the side. Kept off the floor. Burkhalter and Johnson had a good successful return. Tigers come away with the point, but what an effort by both sides. And it's 7-4 in favor of the Tigers. Amparo Smith with the last point. Great job by the Eagles, but Edward Waters comes away with the 3-point lead. Gym pretty close to full capacity. There's a lot of background noise from the fans and from the players. And a good hit from Smith. That makes it a 4-point lead at 8-4. Set number 2, Edward Waters leads 1-0 in that regard, and 8-4 is on the scoreboard. Johnson a little wide to the left, and a 5-point lead for the Tigers. Kristen Williams serving for Edward Waters. And a block at the net. Catherine Richards scores the point, and it's 10-4 Edward Waters. Williams is ready, and the serve right toward the middle. Chased down and returned by Fry. And a big hit from Smith scores the point and gives the Tigers a 7-point lead at 11-4. Kristen Williams trying to extend a current 7-point lead for Ed Waters. Wells to the back of the court, and a good sidearm bump by De Souza, and the Tigers end up with the point. Wells hit that one very well, but De Souza reached out, kept the ball in play, and the Tigers get the point. Timeout with the score 12-4 in set number 2, and the Tigers leading 1-0 in set play. Kristen Williams getting ready to serve the ball back into play with Tigers leading 12-4. Set up for Chloe Johnson, but blocked at the net. Wells with the good return for the Eagles. Ball still alive. Johnson to the back end, but a little too strong and out of bounds. And the point goes to Edward Waters. And the Tigers lead now 13-4. Kristen Williams ready at the line. Good defense in the back by De Souza. Ball still in play. Coulter bumps it up front. Good defense by the Eagles to keep the ball off the floor. Phillips able to recoup, keep the ball alive, and then the kill. That came off Catherine Richards, and it's a 10-point Tigers lead. Fourteen to 4. Williams with the serve. And that one just tapped down to the floor by Richards, and it's an 11-point lead for the Tigers. 15-4. Once again, Catherine Richards right there at the net. She is 6'6", a freshman from Santo Domingo. And it's tough to get the ball over Richards, and she's been making play after play up front. 16-4 is the score. And a whistle while the ball's still in play. A double hit violation called against the Tigers. Eagles get the point. Carlin Pointer checking in along with Janice Foster. Coulter and Gooden will head off. And now serving is Chloe Johnson. Big hit off Wells, but out of bounds, and the Tigers have rebuilt their 12-point lead. 17-5. Heading back to serve is Catherine Richards. For the Eagles, Grace Hardy in. Chloe Johnson heads off to make way, and not ready to resume yet, so we'll redo that serve. That was a big hit by Smith. Well, the umpire Smith ready at the line. Good hard serve right at Brittany Fry, and that ball hit the ceiling and went over, so that is out of bounds. If the ball stays on the offensive side, it's still in play, but if it crosses over, that is considered out of bounds. There's a new bar going through the center of the gym. It's a little bit lower than the rafter. And the ace makes it a 19-5 lead for the Tigers as we have the timeout. This new bar is a curtain rod that stretches the span of the court. That does bring the rafter down a little bit, the possibility of hitting that, but it is there for a reason. Trinity Christian Academy also plays volleyball in this gym, and Coach Crystal Dow likes to separate the court so they can practice on both sides. The TCA Conquerors are off to a terrific start to the season. They defeated one of the best teams in the state of Florida in Creekside High School just a few nights ago, Thursday night to be exact. After losing the first two sets, both by 25-16 scores, the Conquerors came back to win 3 in a row. And they are undefeated in their first 3 matches against 2 terrific teams. Clay High being one of them. Had an easy time with another team, and then that come from behind match against Creekside. Fry to the back of the court, kept in play by Williams, and the return is good. Deflection to Merced. She sends it back up front. This time Richards did not get the ball on the floor, but they're going to set it up for possibly again. Richards lost her footing, but then it was De Souza who came through with the point. 20-5, and we may have a little housekeeping duty in the center of the court. Richards asking for a towel to wipe up some of the moisture, and that's the reason for the delay. Tigers 5 points away from taking set number 2. They won the first 25-7. And we'll have a little bit of housekeeping duty near the center of the court. Women's soccer about 20 minutes away from getting underway. Bulk of that game will be during the Edward Waters Weber International match. And when TBC comes back to play at 5 o'clock, we'll give you whatever updates we have available for women's soccer down in Kissimmee. Almost ready to resume play. Tigers with a big lead, 20-5. Saw the umpire Smith ready to serve. And a big, hard serve, but well played by Ariel De Souza. Well, check that. That was Hannah Hewing a moment ago on the serve. Third hit is good for Morgan Wells, and she gets a big hand from the crowd. Also credit Hewing chasing that one down, although the Tigers end up with the point. It's been like that most of the way. The Eagles have really played well, but the Tigers have been able to finish off most of the points. 21-5, and that very hard serve is an ace. And the Tigers are now 3 points away from taking a 2-0 lead. Checking in for Edward Waters College, wearing number 2 is Morgan Billingsley, a sophomore from Missouri City, Texas, transfer from Fisk University. That serve right at Hannah Hewing, who's a Jacksonville product. out of bounds, a little too strong, and it's 2 points away now for the Tigers. They lead 23-5. Smith gets the whistle. And that one is on the floor, and that will bring up set point. (24-5), and Amparo Smith looking to finish this one off. That one, though, into the net. Eagles get the point. They need to rally. Substitution will send Gina Ingram in for Hannah Hewling. And also coming in for Trinity Baptist is Aria Qualley. Brittany Fry will head off. Qualley from Roseville, North Carolina. And she gets the ace and the point for the Eagles. Student managers, we mentioned Moesha Jones a little while ago. Marilyn Smith, her second season helping out Coach Bennett. And Kennedy Williams, also a student assistant for TBC Eagles volleyball. Here is Aria Qualley, and her serve is out of bounds, and that is the end of set number 2. Final score 25-7, just like the first one. The Tigers take this one. Set number 3 coming in about 3 minutes. We'll pause here and we'll be right back here on TBC Eagles. And we are ready for set number 3. The Tigers lead 2-0, winning both sets by scores of 25-7 each time. One more will win the match for the Tigers. Eagles looking to rally and force set number 4. Yet, in case you're just joining us, Weber International against Edward Waters beginning at 3 p.m. We'll bring that to you here on TBC Eagles. When this match ends, we'll stop the feed and we'll start up a brand new one as the Tigers and the Warriors are getting ready to begin. Officials checking over the lineups, making sure everything is in order. I'm Ray Bureau, glad to join you here on TBC Eagles for a whole new year of TBC Eagles athletics. Basketball season will start just a couple of months. Then, of course, baseball, softball in the spring. Coach John Copeland leading the gentlemen on the baseball field. It looks like we have one of the baseball players in front. Baseball fan? We're glad to see you that you're able to make it here, young man. And we are underway in set number 3. Chloe Johnson to the back of the court, but a little bit too strong and out of bounds. And Edward Waters leads 1-0. So 1-0 Tigers. Ariel De Souza getting ready to serve for Edward Waters. And she got on top of that one, put it into the net. Eagles get the point, and it's 1-1. Trinity Sneed back onto the court for the Eagles. Katie Gooden now serving. And a little miscommunication, and the Eagles lead 2-1. Unforced error action at the net. And Gooden with the serve. Johnson with the hit. That is deflected out of bounds, and the Eagles lead 3-1. Katie Gooden serving for Trinity Baptist. And that one goes off an Eagles player. The point scored by Caitlin Willis, sophomore from Houston, Texas. 3-2, Eagles lead. Lisa Guzman ready to serve for Edward Waters. And Guzman gets the ace. A diving attempt by Brittany Fry, but we're tied at 3. Fry with the bump return. And that one just grazed off the floor. Good effort by Katie Gooden, but the kill from Smith makes it a 4-3 Tigers lead. Gooden went down. That ball hit the floor before she was able to get hold of it. Otherwise, it looked like it was a really good defensive play. Return is good from Hardy. This one's set up to Smith, but she taps it over towards Hewling. He sends it back up front. Smith again with the kill attempt. Brittany Fry, the block at the net. And Trinity Sneed with a good hit, but right at Merced, who kept it alive. And a point for the Tigers. Another really good, strong, and long volley goes the Tigers' way, and we've seen a number of that happen, and it's 5-3 Edward Waters. We've seen that happen a bunch of times today. Eagles playing it really well, and the Tigers coming away with the point. And another block up front by Catherine Richards, and that makes it a 6-3 game. Lisa Guzman with the serve. Good low line drive right at Hewling. Fry is able to make the return. Diving out of bounds, a one-handed punch. Ball still alive. up front to Johnson. And the Eagles win this one. 6-4, Eagles within 2. Substitution. Ariel De Souza heads out onto the court. Brittany Fry will head off. Fowler heading back to serve. And Johnson finds open court on the left side. Eagles within 1 at 6-5. Raleigh ready toward the back of the court, sent back up toward the middle. Third hit is good and well played by Hannah Hewling. And the Tigers, however, come away with the point. Morgan Wells in. Aria Qualley out. Substitution for the Tigers, Kristen Williams. She checks in and heads back to serve. And we have a double hit violation called against Burkhalter. So that'll make the score 8-5 Tigers. Kristen Williams gets the whistle, and here's the serve. Reed with the hit. It was deflected and kept off the floor. And the point goes to the Eagles. Violation. I believe that was stepped off the line or over the line in the center. And the Eagles get the point. Eagles trail 8-6. Chloe Johnson will try to cut that deficit in half. Warner with the dive, but her effort goes out of bounds, and the Tigers lead by 3. Salvi Amparo Smith getting ready to serve. That one hits the rafters, goes out of bounds, and the point for the Tigers. Amparo Smith transferred from the University of Nacional Evangelica in the Dominican Republic. And she gets a really good serve, but Wells able to make a return. Wells into the net, and a point for the Tigers. Smith is ready. Jump serve. She has a very powerful jump serve. Warner's return is good. And that one, point for the Tigers. 12-6 the score. Salvi Amparo Smith, the freshman, with the hit. Johnson on the return. Set up for De Souza, and a nice block up front. Harlan Pointer in on the action, and the point for the Eagles. Well, 7, Eagles take over possession, and Trinity Sneed will serve. And that one is out of bounds. A little strong, and the Tigers get the point and open up a 6-point lead. Janice Foster back onto the court for Coach Bennett, heading off to make way as Chloe Phillips. Foster from Tampa, Florida. After serving, Richard charges the net, makes the play, and the Eagles get the point. Two ladies off the net, Last touch by a Tiger onto the floor, and the Eagles pulled back to within 5, and Gina Ingram will try to make it 4. A lot of Eagles fans here in attendance at Trinity Gymnasium on this Saturday afternoon. Johnson's effort into the net, and the point back to the Tigers. (14-8), Edward Waters leads, and the Tigers are trying to close out the match in straight sets. They won the first 2, each 25-7. Kristen Williams heads out. New Tiger on the court. If I'm seeing that right, is Adriana Jones. That is Jones on the court. Tigers get the point. 15-8, 7-point lead. Volley is too strong. 16-8, Tigers lead. That one is off Qualley and out of bounds. The ace for Andrea Diaz-Merced. Timeout called by the TBC Eagles with the score Edward Waters 17, Trinity Baptist 8. We'll pause here and be right back on TBC Eagles. Andrea Diaz-Merced serving for Edward Waters, and the Tigers lead 17-8. And a point for the Tigers. It's a 10-point lead. (18-8) with Diaz-Merced serving. That one grazes the net, always makes it a little difficult for the defense. And right up front to put it back onto the floor is Caitlin Willis. So 19-8. Tigers looking to close this one out in 3. Good diving play by Guzman on Qualley's hit attempt for the point. Here's Qualley sending this one toward the back of the court. Tigers send it back up front nicely, and the point scored by Adriana Jones, a junior from Houston, Texas. And the Tigers have hit the 20-point mark. That one is out of bounds, and now the Tigers 4 points away from winning set number 3 and taking the match 3-0. (21-8). Diaz-Merced with the serve. And that's going to be a point for the Eagles. 21-9. Maggie Burkhalter will check in, and Carlin Pointer will head off, and Burkhalter will do the serving. Right to the back of the court. Guzman bumps it forward. And that one is out of bounds, and the Eagles get the point. 21-10. And now it looks like we're going to have another one overturned. We saw that happen earlier, not sure of the reason. But it's 22-9 in favor of the Tigers. That one is on the floor, 23-9, and the Tigers need just 2 more points. And right up front, knocking it down, is Caitlin Willis. And Edward Waters 1 point away from winning the match. 24-9. This is match point. Ariel De Souza will try to finish this one off. That one did touch the floor, and the point for the Eagles. Trinity Sneed back onto the court for Coach Bennett. Heading back to serve, Janice Foster. Match point for the Tigers. And that is going to do it as that one lands out of bounds. So the final score in set number 3, 25-10. Tigers win it in straight sets, 25-7, 25-7, and 25-10. Well, we're going to stop this feed, and Tigers fans, we'll be back at 3 o'clock as your Edward Waters University Tigers get ready to take on the Warriors from Weber International University. Join us again. Look for the Live Now right at 3 o'clock. I'm